Hi, greetings to my Slim Samurais and Samurettes. I'm Dr. Isaac Alexis from the Slim Samurai Group 84, helping you to slash through sickness and offering you a slice of health and wellness. Today's topic is nutrition, the dark side of spinach. That's right, you heard correctly, the dark side of spinach, says Popeye the Sailor Man. Before I continue, don't forget to smash on that subscribe, click the notification bell, send this to 25 of your friends. Give a comment so I know what to talk on for future comments. As this is the week of Juneteenth, we're also going to discuss critical health issues as relating to the African American community as well. And also subscribe, and let's continue. Now, we know that spinach has all of the beneficial nutrients, especially the B complex vitamins that I had discussed in my prior DASH diet video. For starts, in 100 grams of spinach, we're looking at only 23 calories. It's 92% water dense, so it's great for dehydration. It's also great, and if you're feeling hungry, it helps to distend in the belly and decreases that hunger sensation, that neurologic biochemical signaling pathway from the stomach to the brain, letting you know that you are full. Part of the mechanisms that I discussed in Hara Hachi Bu. You can look at that prior video to understand what that is. In 100 grams of spinach, 2.9% is protein. Carbs, only 3.6 grams. Sugar, only 0.4 grams. Fiber, 2.2 grams. So great for sufferers of constipation. Low glycemic index, with the sugars coming in at 0.3 to 0.4 grams. And fat, 0.4 grams. And this is the beneficial kind of fats that the body needs for lipid metabolism, for optimum neurologic nerve conduction. Now, you may be asking, what are the dark sides of spinach? But before I go into that, let's look at some additional benefits of spinach. Namely, spinach prevents cancers via compounds called zeaxanthins, zeaxanthins, and another substance called carotenoids that interact with free radicals that can reduce cancers like stomach cancers, throat cancers, and esophageal cancers. I want my cigarette smokers and my cigar smokers to pay very, very close attention, because you want to prevent those cancers. In my trauma surgery years at Cornell University, I've seen the 18-hour-long surgeries that are performed on people with throat cancer, and it's not pretty. It literally changes your total outward appearance. Looks don't matter, but it really can be disfiguring. So think carefully before taking that next puff. I'm just looking out for you, my samurais and my samurettes. Now, spinach aids in weight loss. Because of that high fiber content, low calories, you're less likely to snack in between meals. It regulates sugar spikes as well as insulin spikes, thereby preventing you and your body from constantly being in metabolically a storage composite state, meaning, in layman's terms, it's going to prevent you from storing excess fat on glutes, thighs, hips. It's an anti-inflammatory agent via a substance called quercetins, quercetin. And this antioxidant can also ward off infections and inflammation. Now, let's go back to cancers for a quick second that I mentioned just 30 seconds ago. Spinach contains these two compounds, MGDG and SQDG, which according to one study, these two compounds slowed the growth of a tumor in one lady's cervix. They were also found to decrease the size of this tumor in her cervix. So very important. Several studies link spinach consumption to the reduced risk of prostate cancer. And there's other vegetables I'm going to talk about during this week of Juneteenth, prostate cancer in African American men. We're going to look at some of the beneficial foods and fruits to consume. Now let's get back to blood pressure regulation for a quick second when it comes to spinach. Now, flavonoids in apples and, of course, nitrates, which are high in spinach, increase nitric oxide, which improves endothelial function. That's your blood vessel walls and how they work physiologically. What happens is there's lower blood pressure, specifically the systolic blood pressure. When you go to doctor's office clinic, they tell you your blood pressure is 120/80. Your top number, that's what we're looking at, systolic. When we say 120, that's the top number. Well, that has been found, that upper number called the systolic blood pressure, to decrease with a diet rich in spinach, apples, other green vegetable constituents that are high in nitrates. They increase the cross-sectional diameter by the release of nitrates of the blood vessel walls, making it go from this here to this, and subsequently lowers your blood pressure. Now, you may be saying, Dr. Alexis, all these things that you just spoke on for the past 5 minutes are good things about spinach. How in the world, Dr. Alexis, can there possibly be something wrong, meaning the dark side of spinach? Could the dark side of spinach even exist? I would say, great observation, Sherlock Samurai. Let's continue and find out. Now, spinach has 99 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams. The calcium inhibits the absorption of iron, so you must be very careful with this, especially if you're prone to anemias, menstruation, if it's bleeding in your stool, and other physiologic processes like gastric ulcers, duodenal ulcers, peptic ulcers, or not getting enough iron in your diet. You have to be very cautious of that. Now, having said that, spinach has 2.7 milligrams of iron, or 15% of the daily value of iron, but this is non-heme iron, which is not absorbed so well. Now, the good part about spinach is that it still contains vitamin C. And now you remember from my prior video that I told you about vitamin C, that it can help with the absorption of iron. Now, in spinach, there are approximately 28 milligrams of vitamin C in spinach per 100 grams of spinach, which is going to give you 34% of the recommended daily allowances of your vitamin C intake for the day. Very important to remember that. So, just to be on the safe side, if you're having spinach, also have an orange with that. Now, we can do this in the form of a very scrumptious and delicious spinach salad. I would do, for instance, grilled salmon with spinach, with caramelized onions, caramelized red bell peppers, not green bell peppers. That's going to be another video. But red bell peppers, and this will balance out any iron inconsistencies from spinach by providing you a heme source of iron from your salmon in your spinach salmon salad. Remember the two sources of iron, heme iron, non-heme iron, that I discussed in the prior video. Well, let's get the heme formulation of iron courtesy of your salmon or haddock or your sirloin steak salad, low fat steaks, your top and bottom round roast steaks, if you are prone to enjoying red meat, or you can do a nice, delicious grilled breast chicken, grass-fed poultry. Now, having said that, you have 2 direct vitamin C sources. If you're combining it with spinach, actually 3, spinach itself being a vitamin C source, which can counteract iron absorption inconsistencies. Number 2, you have red bell peppers, which is a source of vitamin C. 3, you have oranges, which obviously is a source of vitamin C. But get a load of this. Oranges have around 60 milligrams vitamin C. But let me tell you something that has even more vitamin C than an orange that you and I normally don't think about on a day-to-day dietary basis. Specifically, listen very, very carefully. Bell peppers. Now, here's the thing. Not all bell peppers are the same. Green bell peppers are different from orange bell peppers, different from red bell peppers. Get a load of this. Red bell peppers at 190 milligrams of vitamin C have nearly 3 times as much vitamin C than your traditional orange. Yes, so in that salad, you want to put some red bell peppers and get the maximum amount of vitamin C, which can help you offset any type of iron absorption inconsistencies with some of the more calcium-loaded dark green vegetables. So that was the dark side of spinach that I wanted to cover for you, my samurais and my samurettes. Don't forget to click on that subscribe, like on the subscribe, click the notification bell, send this to 25 of your friends, comment on these modules. I want to know what you want me to talk about in the next video series. And enter for the chance to have a one-on-one consult with me, but only if you are sending out 25 more subscribers my way. I want you to live to 100 years of age and beyond, my slim samurais and samurettes, but let's work it out together. Blessings. I'm Dr. Isaac Alexis from the Slim Samurai Media Group 84, helping you to slash through sickness and offering you a slice of health and wellness. God bless.